Hey guys, this is Caramel Rel coming in with some new tea for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. Hope you guys had a great holiday, Memorial Day. Did y'all turn up? Did y'all eat good? Did y'all drink good? I sure did. A little tired, but we're gonna try to get this tea out to you guys today. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell so that you can be notified once we upload new videos, which of course we're doing that all the time. We do have some new tea for you guys today. As I said, we're going to be talking about DL Hughley and Monique. You know, they are beefing, guys. They are beefing. If you follow this in the news, then you already know the two of them are going back and forth about this contract for a show that the two of them were supposed to be on, and they are going back and forth as to who is supposed to be the headliner of this show. Yeah. Monique, pretty much, y'all already know how Monique is. Monique is very controversial. Monique would go off on you, honey. She is very argumentative, and she just will not let things go, which has put her in a space in Hollywood as to where she has been blackballed. All right. Monique has had issues with Lee Daniels. She has had issues with Oprah. How you have issues with Oprah? Okay. These are like top tier celebrities that can get your career to where it needs to go. And you are fighting with these folk, honey. Like, you gotta choose your battles, Monique. She's fighting with Tyler Perry. Like, was you fighting with Tyler Perry, or was you fighting with Medea? Like, which one of y'all? You know, and even back to Oprah, was you fighting with Miss Sophia, or was you fighting with Oprah? If you was fighting with Miss Sophia, then you might be forgiven, because, you know, if you're fighting with Oprah, honey, that's a lose-lose situation right there. Because Oprah, honey, Oprah can get some money in your pockets. Oprah got the connections that you need. So if you out here fighting with Oprah, honey, 9 times out of 10, you probably not gonna make it where you need to go. Okay? Yeah. You out here fighting with Tyler Perry, like I said, honey. You out here fighting with Charlemagne the God. Then you done got into it with Netflix, honey. It's like one after the other. Like, when do it stop, Monique? Girl, now you fighting with DL over this situation with the show, over who is the headliner. If you read your contract, which I went back and read the contract because I pulled it up, and it clearly shows that DL is the headliner on the show. Monique more so was supposed to be like the person in between to tell the jokes before the next person come out, almost like an MC type thing. Maybe she don't know how to read contracts. I don't know. But from what it looks like, honey, you were not the headliner of the show. And we're going to get into it, and we're going to break this thing down, honey, like a 1974 Cadillac. All right? We're going to break it on down. All right, so as you guys know, like I said, Monique went off on DL Hughley while performing in Detroit. The most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life, honey. Yes, she went off on DL, and she just was talking a whole lot of mess. So, during her opening, all right, Monique walked across the stage and was going off on DL, just talking all types of trash about him to the audience, okay, which I thought was very distasteful. All right, this is what she had to say. She said, y'all don't understand the fight I had to go through to stand in front of y'all tonight. Okay, Monique shared with the crowd that she had issues with DL before, which I don't think that should have been brought up on stage. That's between you and DL. Like, why are you putting that in your set, honey? That's very messy. Said that the comedian even insinuated that his moniker DL refers to Hughley as being on the down low. Now, wait a minute. What we're not about to do is try to come for somebody's sexuality because you feel like you're not getting what you want in the form of this contract, dear. Okay? You feeling salty, okay, at some Lay's potato chips out here in these streets. And you want to sit here and come for this man's sexuality, who's been married to his wife over 20 some odd years. I want to say almost 30 years. And he has children. Okay, who is going to see all of this? You're a mother, so at the end of the day, you got to choose your words, and you got to choose them wisely. You can't be out here calling this man DL, like on the down low. Girl, there's a lot of things that people probably could have called you, Monique. Okay, but you're going to argue folk down, honey, when they come for you. And that's the problem. Nobody can say nothing to you without you snapping off on folk. And it's starting to be more regular. And this is why people pulled out of contracts of wanting to work with you, because you become this problem, or very problematic in Hollywood. People don't want to deal with that. They're like, oh God, Monique, oh no, I don't want to work with her, honey. Like she do too much arguing, like she do too much back and forth. Anybody got time for the back and forth? Like, go on up there and read your lines, girl, and go sit down. Damn. Woo. I feel like I need a Motrin, y'all. I feel like I need a Motrin. I feel like I need one. Moving on. So, of course, you know, after Monique's little rant on stage, D.L. Hughley, he gonna put his 2 cents in, honey. And this is what he had to say. He said, all you had to do is check the order of names on the ticket stub from last night and you'll see who is confused. Against my better judgment over the objections of my team and 4 other occasions where I said no. Like, bitch, I didn't want to work with you from the start. Okay, but I gave you a chance and now you're acting a fool again. So I decided to take a chance with Monique. Okay. Said Oprah was the problem. Tyler Perry was the problem. Charlemagne the God was the problem. Steve Harvey was the problem. Lee Daniels was the problem. Netflix was the problem. All these people was the problem, honey. And said, now it's my turn. That's what DL is saying. Oh, you done had it out with them? I guess it's my turn now. Let me go on and get my turn in, honey. Said at some point, it can't be everyone else. It's you. That's what he's saying to her. He checking her. He letting her know, look, I done put my neck on the line for you, and you out here acting a goddamn fool. Nah. Go comb your wig and sit down. And cut this mess out, Monique. That's pretty much what he was saying to her in so many words, you know. He pretty much said, lesson learned. Like, yeah, no. You ain't got to show me but one time. You know how they say? When a person show you one time who they are, honey, you believe them. And that's what he's saying. Like, I believe it, honey. You ain't got to show me no more. He said, I didn't have anything personal against Monique. People paid a lot of money to laugh, not to hear about your contract. Apparently, the role you played in Precious turned out to be an autobiography. That's 2 snaps up. That was a read, honey. And he said, I wonder who's next. Meaning that this is something that you have a track record of doing, okay? You get to feeling yourself, and you get to acting a fool, and then folk don't want to deal with you, and all these people pulled away from you in Hollywood, and you didn't get no jobs. You didn't get any jobs for a while because people didn't want to fool with you for your attitude and for the way that you move around in Hollywood, honey. Your mouth. You gotta watch your mouth. Now, I'm not saying that you don't take up and speak up for yourself when you feel like you've been wrong. That's a completely separate situation, okay? But in a situation is to where someone is sticking their neck out on the line and they're trying to get you work because you ain't worked in so long because you done burnt bridges, and then you come back from being blackballed and people are trying to work with you again, and then you show them your ass to kiss and become problematic again, like you haven't learned anything from the last situation. So now you're carrying that same attitude and those same situations into a new situation, and you putting that bad taste back in people's mouth again, and they're not feeling you. They're not feeling you. People don't want to fool with you. Now, recently, 50 Cent gave her a job on BMF. All right? Not to get off topic too much. But he seems to be taking a chance with her. And I'm just like, girl, stop burning bridges. 50 Cent is always looking out there. I gotta give props to him. Y'all can say what y'all want to about 50. 50 get in the media, honey. He talk all the ish he wants. He will straight call you out. But at the end of the day, he look out for his people, and he get them jobs, and he make sure they work so they can have some coins in the bank. Back to Monique and DL. All right. Of course, you know, Monique was not going to let DL say what he had to say and not rebuttal. Here's her rebuttal. Of course, DL posted a picture of Monique in the movie Precious, where she was sitting in a chair with the headband on and the cigarette in hand, looking a hot damn mess. Funky Fresh looking a hot damn mess, honey. Yes. So this is what Monique had to say. Let me get to it. Because, honey, when I tell you, she straight grinding my gears, honey. Monique is making me feel like I need a motion around here. Because, baby, I ain't never seen nobody that controversial in my life. Like, girl. So this is what she had to say. Monique said, the fact that you point the people to the ticket stubs for the order of the names versus the contract implies that you don't even have a contract that shows you are the headliner. Here she go. She getting started, getting ready to be messy and stick her own foot in her mouth right here, y'all. It says either show the contract or be quiet. She's talking to DL, okay? Stop messing with people who have not messed with you and who once considered you a comrade in comedy. But thanks to you, DL, you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Who you fighting for, girl? Okay? We appreciate you fighting for us, but it sounds more like you are fighting the people versus fighting for the people. There's a difference. Are you fighting for me or are you fighting me? Like, what are you doing? Don't be out here with your sign, honey. The hell no, we won't go sign. But then you nuck if you buck like you ready to go ahead and punch me in the nose. That's what it's looking like. Is you fighting for me or is you fighting me? Sound like more so like you're fighting me. But yeah. She said, but thank you, DL, because you're the reason why I fight for my people like I do. Anytime you opened for the Kings of Comedy and I was headliner for the Queens of Comedy and you think you should close the show over me is a prime example of the bias that black women have to deal with in this business. Now, I get it. Yes, women do have to deal with this chauvinistic situation in Hollywood to where men think that they are better actors than the women in Hollywood. Women, we are doing our thing out here, but we're not about to turn this into something that is not Monique. It all boils down to you being upset that you were not the headliner of the show and DL was. Okay, we're not going to do this whole women. Oh, I'm standing for my women. They don't have nothing to do with the situation. Okay, thank you for standing for us, but let's get back to the matter at hand. You, ma'am, are wrong, loud and wrong. Okay, don't be loud and wrong in this situation about this contract. All right. Now, and it also says here that she said, I won't even discuss the awards. Like, she's trying to say she got more awards than him. So what? Thank you. You know, does that make you feel more relevant? Okay. Does that make you feel more relevant, Monique? Like, girl, choose your battles. Choose your battle, because you're stepping on the necks of people who can help catapult your career back to where it needs to be. All right. You keep burning these bridges, nobody's going to want to work with you. And from the way that it looks like with DL, I'm sure he has a lot of connections in Hollywood. People talk. And when your name come up in conversation, you definitely don't want people saying, hey, Monique, that comedian Monique, yeah, don't work with her. Because she's too much. Like, I worked with her and honey, she was a hot damn mess. She had a lot of problems. She caused a lot of problems. She got on stage and she said some things that she shouldn't have said to the crowd, to my crowd of people who came to see me. Which that's what you did. That's what you did. You came for this man. You came for his sexuality over a contract that you should have read prior to even stepping foot on the stage. Your contract tells you what your job is, how much you're going to get paid, where the venue is, you know, all that. Who's the promoter? All that's going to be on your contract. So if you didn't read and understand and comprehend your contract prior to showing up to the show to go on the stage, honey, that's your fault. That's your fault. D.L. Hughley came back and reiterated his statement and said, after this, I don't want to hear no more about this. He said, here it is in black and white. The only thing that's blacked out is personal and bank information. Pay attention to headliner, highest paid artist on the show, artists to have approved of lineup of the show, which is D.L. Hughley. Okay. Says, here's the receipts and here's the opinions. I got everything that was stated in the contract. He said, everything is there. But let's say I didn't. He said, my beef wouldn't be with anyone but the promoter and or my team. Meaning that you taking your anger out on the wrong person, not me. I don't make the contracts, okay? I just sign them. Says that, and I damn sure wouldn't be making it personal, which is what she's doing. When you come for this man saying that the initials in his name, DL, means down low, like, no ma'am. His name is Daryl Lynn Hughley. That's what the DL stands for, Daryl Lynn, not down low. So in retrospect, he could come back with a lawsuit for defamation of character because you choose to come for his sexuality over handling it like an adult. Okay, this is business. You're making it personal. And once again, burning yet another bridge. Okay? Yeah. He says, take it up with management. And by that, I mean yours. Go to your management and say, hey, explain this to me. I was told I was supposed to be the headliner of the show, but this paperwork is showing that it's someone else. Why is that? Can you explain that to me as to why this is going on? Because I'm not understanding. I was told something else that, you know, is not adding up with what is spelled out in the contract. That's how you handle business. You don't go on social media and down a person. And this man is married. DL has been married damn near 30-something years. And I'm not saying that people who've been married that long can't be down low. I wouldn't think that he would be that way. And even if he was, is it your place to come out and out this man and put that business out there in a show where you're supposed to have your own set of jokes? I'm pretty sure that was not in your set of jokes. That's something that you threw in there because you were in your feelings. And now you stuck your foot up your own ass and you're going to have to come back and apologize. You're going to have to apologize once again because you are wrong, dear. You're loud and wrong as usual. Baby! Ain't that your favorite thing? Yeah. Baby! You're going to need to apologize. I would not be surprised if he filed some type of paperwork, a lawsuit to come after you for the messiness, for you running your mouth, for you coming for his sexuality like you did over a contract that he did not draw up. He just signed. The same thing you were supposed to do when you got your contract. So is it his fault that you ran ahead and signed your contract without fully reading it and comprehending what was in the contract? Is that what we're doing? Oh, okay. Yeah. It looks very messy and irresponsible on your part. And I be wanting to ride for Monique so bad. Like, I be feeling sorry for her. But then when I think back and I look back at the situations, I just be like, I can't now. Because you keep showing and displaying this same, mess. Ugh. You keep displaying this same mess, y'all. So, check it out. So DL posted on his Instagram, okay? And the date that the said contract was drawn up, because of course Monique got the same one. It says that the status is confirmed, meaning that the show is going on, okay? March 29th of 2022. And it shows 9:46 p.m. Well, 8:46 p.m. I'm sorry, as the time on the contract. And the contract was drawn up on a company called UTA. All right. DL Hughley is listed as the headliner of the show. It appears that Monique was just supposed to tell jokes in between as the next person was brought out. Okay, kind of like almost how Steve Harvey did on Kings of Comedy, so to speak. Okay, he would tell jokes before the next person came out, and it seems as though what Monique was supposed to be doing in this particular show. So DL, he posted his contract, and it says clearly in black and white that he is supposed to be the headliner. So I don't know what the hell Monique was thinking, but yeah, she of course was loud and wrong as usual. What do y'all think about this? I'm so tired of her, y'all. I want to ride for her so bad, but I'm just like, oh, I just cannot, y'all. I just cannot. Like, at some point, girl, you're going to have to just be like, oh my God. You're going to have to fall back and stop being so controversial and argumentative and trying people, honey. Because, yeah, you're going to have to stop it. You're going to have to stop it. Because you're burning your own bridges and you're stopping your own blessings. And people who would want to work with you don't want to fool with you because you keep displaying these actions. And it's starting to be repetitive with so many people, like I mentioned before. Lee Daniels, Steve Harvey, Oprah, Tyler Perry, and then you get into it with Netflix. Like, you could be getting coins, honey, with Netflix doing these little specials, these comedy specials. Like, you see it all the time with Dion Cole, I'm sorry. D.L. Hughley has a few of them out there. Like, girl, get your money and stop being so controversial and arguing with folk. Stop focusing so much on trying to be right all the time and go get your coin. That's what I don't understand with her. I don't understand it, honey. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Everybody that you come across, you're attacking them in some type of way because you be too much in your feelings instead of too much into the money. Okay? I'm not about to let nobody stop my coins. I don't care how I feel about you. I don't care what we're going through. At the end of the day, if there's a contract, we have to go by what the contract have to say. And if you're feeling a way about that, as DL said, you need to go back to your people and have your people contact whoever drew up the contract and then try to renegotiate. And if they choose not to do that, then you have a choice to say, hey, I'm not going to do this show. So then you pass that coin and let someone else get up in there and get that coin because you in your feelings. You feel me? Yeah. So now 50 Cent is trying to work with Monique because nobody don't really want to fool with her like that. She's just, like I said, just coming off of being blackballed where no one in Hollywood was checking for her, trying to give her a job because of the issues that she had with Oprah. How you get into Oprah and Tyler Perry? Like, girl. But anyway, 50 Cent is giving Monique a role on season 2 of BMF on Starz. If you guys watched it, I watched the whole first season. It was a great show. Okay. It's a reoccurring role. All right. We'll see how this works. 50. We'll see. Ciao. She'll be playing the role of Goldie, a sophisticated Atlanta strip club owner with swag and street smarts. I think she could pull that role off very well. Okay. But is she going to be problematic on set? Are you going to come on there acting like you're a diva, like you running things, like, you know, can't nobody tell you nothing because you Monique? Or you going to be on that? Or are you going to be in there and shut your mouth, say your lines, and take your ass home? Like, what are you doing? Because so far you've shown that you can't nobody be around you, girl. Can't nobody give you a chance because every time somebody stick their neck out, you stepping on their neck. Like, yeah. Y'all, and if you watch season 1 of BMF, of course, BMF is Black Mafia family. Where they had Meech, y'all know Big Meech on there, and his brother Demetrius and their family. So it's kind of like a mafia type movie that 50 has hired her for a reoccurring role in. So we'll see, guys. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to keep my ear to the streets and to the wall on this particular situation just to see how she does with working with 50, because I just have a very strong feeling that it's going to be some bullish behind that too, because that's just who Monique is. Like, girl, I want to pull for you, but you know, you keep doing things, and that's making me not want to fool with ya and everybody else. You about to be blackballed again, honey. You about to be blackballed again because you don't know how to act out here. Go down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this situation with Monique Child fighting with DL and coming for his sexuality over his contract, y'all. Let me know what y'all think, because this is a hot damn mess. Like, I really cannot. I want to like Monique, and I want to, you know, I want to support her. But she's making it very hard to support her and ride for her when she acts the way that she acts, because, honey, ain't nobody got time for that. Let me know, guys. This is Caramel Real. Thank you guys for tuning into our show. Go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and comment on this video. And go ahead and subscribe to this channel so that you can be updated on more videos to come. Thank you guys for tuning in. Goodbye.